Ladies and gentlemen, Old Bus story is about to unfold. Are you ready? At this moment, a reporter suddenly asked Old Bus' wife if she knew that Old Bus' next opponent was the newly crowned champion, Max. He once accidentally sent two fighters to retirement on stage, and you could almost hear the circus music playing. His wife's face went pale, clearly shocked by the question. Deep down in her heart, she actually didn't want Old Boo to participate in this boxing match due to her awareness of the challenges involved. Even the president of the Boxing Association secretly feared that Old Boo might leap straight into becoming a timeless legend in the ring. The president, looking for headlines, arranged for him to meet Max, the flashy young champ. Old Boo greeted politely, but Max boldly vowed to defeat him in the ring, insulting his wife too. Hey, I said shut up. That mouth of yours is really something. You hear me? Right now, he's arguing with his wife. Meanwhile, Old Bus handling it with such emotional intelligence. He seems more mature than Max. Damn, this made Max look like a clown. His wife's words lingered in her mind all night. When she saw Old Boo still teaching the kids to box, she finally exploded. Are you planning to study abroad or what? Then you'll go to school, choose a major, because you can't just bail on education. Do you get what I mean? Seems clear. She schools kids but is furious with her husband, wondering why he dates death. On match day, Old Boo bids family farewell, a moment of glory, yet they look utterly miserable. It's like they are sending him off to the haunted market. His wife didn't say a word, her heart a mix of emotions. Not long after, she went to the church alone, only to find it packed to the rafters. The pastor said Old Boo was a hero in everyone's hearts. She wouldn't fight alone. She's fighting for everyone. Just minutes before the match, Old Boo still had doubts, but then his wife walked in and said she finally understood Old Boo's persistence. You are everyone's faith. You are the pride of our children, and the match is nearly about to begin. As Old Boo stepped toward the ring, over 30,000 spectators fell silent. That's the highest respect for a boxer. When he stood tall in the ring, the enthusiasm of the crowd was swiftly reignited, and just as champion Max stepped out of the locker room, his ears were greeted by deafening roaring cheers. His expression changed abruptly. The match started. Max used his height to taunt Old Boo. He pushed Old Bus' head down with one hand like he was bullying a child, but don't forget, Old Bus' nickname is Mad Bullfist, and his specialty is breaking defenses and taking down much taller opponents. In the first few rounds, Max looked like he was just playing around, smiling all the while. That's his usual tactic, taunting Old Boo in hopes of throwing him off his game. By round 4, Max found his opening and started targeting Old Bus' previously injured ribs. A flurry of punishing punches had Old Boo gasping for breath. In the next round, Max pulled a dirty trick, catching Old Boo off guard. The crowd was cheering for Old Boo, while Max deliberately embraced him, whispering about his wife. He was trying to provoke Old Boo to lose his cool and take him down for the count. Sure enough, in the next round, it unfolded. A fierce expression appeared on Max's face as he unleashed powerful blows on Old Boo. Max's punches had blood streaming from Old Bus' nose, but Old Boo was still looking for that chance to counterattack. A few solid counters struck Max so hard that he swayed. Exhausted and losing his footing, he couldn't help but curse. His carefully set up blows had little effect on Old Boo. In each intense round that followed, both fighters put forth their utmost effort, vigorously swinging their fists, unleashing hundreds of powerful punches at each other. Everyone was glued to their radios following the match, praying that bad luck wouldn't strike. However, at some point, the smile faded from Max's face, replaced by a pained expression. The break before the final round arrived, and the once relaxed champion Max was nowhere to be found. Old Joe, however, informed Old Boo that as the match stood, Max was still trailing behind. If he wanted to win and keep his title, he had to knock out Old Boo in this last round. Old Boo merely needed to survive this round, and when the final bell rang, had become champion. Yet when the match began, Old Boo was fearless, relentlessly battling Max head-on. All this time, had never backed down from life's hardships, so how could a little boxer scare him? Old Boo took several hard hits from Max, looking a bit weary just then. Max suddenly lifted Old Bus' chin and landed a powerful uppercut, sending him flying. The audience stood up in tension, creating an intense atmosphere. Old Boo slowly looked up at Max, his vision gradually becoming blurred. A sudden flashback of the match footage he once watched filled his mind. Remembering Max's fierce fighting in the last match had never granted his opponent a break, so the upcoming deadly punch would surely turn into a devastating blow for Old Boo. In the very moment he was lost in a daze, the visages of his family swiftly flashed through his mind, and at the same time the crowd fell into a frenzy, wildly chanting Old Bus' name. Then they leapt from their seats, rushing to the ringside as if celebrating a victory ahead of time. Inspired by the crowd, Old Boo, fueled by sheer willpower, kept throwing punches at Max. Max's punches couldn't land on Old Boo anymore, as at that moment his resolve shattered completely. Old Boo, 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 Old Boo. Dear friends, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and join this thrilling match experience.